Hey everyone, Aaron from EK Financial Group here. So I'm in day 5 ISO with my family at home because Maxie got COVID start of the week. He's doing well, so thanks everyone for the well wishes and kind messages. But he's got a bit of a croaky voice, and there's still like a crazy four and a half year old running around the place. So he's got all his energy, which is good. Today's message really is about a message of the value of advice in uncertain times. Like, we are coming into some uncertain territory at the moment. There's a lot happening in the world, floods, New South Wales and Queensland, obviously what's happening in Russia and Ukraine. So I want to just give a message of, I guess, out to all my fellow clients out there, part of our family here at EK, and anyone else listening to this today. So we have been through some uncertain times in the past. I look back on GFC 2008 when I started as an advisor, about year 2 into it. There was a lot of downside in the market for quite some period of time, about 18 months. And the message back then was kind of stick to your plan, hold in there, and do what we're recommending and do what we're doing, and think about the long term. Don't make emotional decisions based on what you're seeing out there and what you're feeling, because it can be detrimental to your situation, set you back years and years. And there's clients back then that obviously listened to us, probably some people that didn't listen and did the wrong thing. Did some crazy and silly stuff in those periods by maybe switching to cash, and they're regretting it today. Most recently, obviously, back in 2020, March, when COVID hit the world as well, and markets dropped pretty sharply in a month period. So the ones that held in there and stuck to the plan, as we mentioned, stay the course, have done well and had 30, 40, 50% rebounds from then very quickly. So it's very hard to kind of pick if you're trying to get out of the market now and jump back in. If you can do it in the right timing, and 99.99% of the times you won't do it right, and you'll miss out and regret for the long term and lock in those losses. So as I say, the key to this message is stick to the plan. We are looking at some uncertain times, as I said. Just think about, do we need to maybe go on that 3rd or 4th holiday this year, or buy that new shiny car? Those wants you're after. Even I'm doing this for myself personally, my family. I'm probably just being a bit more conservative with the spending, saving a bit more cash reserves, just to make sure that when things may turn around, we're already seeing cost of petrol increasing, so oil supplies are diminishing around the world. Russia does supply a bit of oil, also wheat and grain to the world too, so there's going to be some food shortages most likely in the near future. There's already some rations on flour, for example. So, cost of living is most likely going to increase. We're talking about interest rates possibly going up as well. So just be a bit more conservative at this point in time. Don't freak out. It's just about, look, our long-term plan is still going to be solid. It's still going to work. Continue investing like we're investing. Just make sure we just probably keep a bit of cash reserves aside. Just be a little conservative with our spending, and don't go out and get all those lavish items and go on that 2nd or 3rd or 4th holiday for the year. So that's what I'm looking at myself, which sucks. I love going away for golf trips, so I'm probably going to minimize what I'm doing this year in that space. But, just make sure you're doing what you need for your family. So a good analogy around this is around the pilot. A pilot's not paid to forecast the weather. The pilot's paid to navigate the weather. I'll get you from A to B. It is going to have some turbulence and be some rocky periods coming up, but we will get there. We'll have a safe landing, but there will be a bit of uncertainty, some turbulence along the way. So don't do anything stupid like jump out of the plane without a parachute. That would be effectively trying to move to cash or do something like that at this point in time. Most likely, if you do that, what we do see with people is that they don't get back into the market until they've seen a recovery, and you've missed out on all the returns and the money coming back. So have a detrimental effect long term. So really just want to paint a picture of the value of advice in uncertain times. So we can show a lot of value when times are good, when we're getting double-digit returns in the market and money is abundant and it's easy to get money and credit. But when times are a bit uncertain, like we may be heading into, this is where we can show a lot more value, making sure you're objective, keep you objective with your situation, make sure you don't do any stupid stuff like make emotional decisions with your money and finances. But just remember, the plan is stick to your long-term plan. We've got solid foundations, what we've built for you guys over the years. And as long as we stick to that, we'll come out stronger and better like we have in the past. So if you want to look into this a little more visually yourself, go out and Google the Vanguard Index chart, have a look at that. That's going to show you the last 20 to 50 years, all the different world economic events, what's happened to the market, but then how quickly we do get a rebound and a bounce back. have a look at that, and it shows you how cash has done for that period, how fixed income and shares and property have done. And it's quite obvious that when you look at that, if you stick to your share strategy with your share portfolio and your investments, you win in the long term. So hope that's a nice comforting message for my EK family here today and everyone out there. So if you've got any direct messages, shoot me a question or anything like that. But rest assured, I'll be sending out more reassuring messages over the next few weeks. And thanks for sticking in with us and all the kind wishes for my family during this time. Thanks, guys. See ya. Bye.